wisdom, a house is built, and through understanding, it is established. Through knowledge, its rooms are filled with rare and beautiful treasures. Today, I want to talk to you about building the dreams God has put in your heart, building the destiny He has designed for you, and building the purpose for your life. I found in Scripture in the New Testament a passage that talks about building. I want to share with you a few truths and principles from the text that I believe will help you build with wisdom, with understanding, and with knowledge. The Apostle Paul writes in 1 Corinthians chapter 3, "By the grace God has given me, I laid a foundation as a wise builder, and someone else is building on it. But each one should build with care, for no one can lay any foundation other than the one already laid, which is Jesus Christ. If anyone builds on this foundation using gold, silver, costly stones, wood, hay, or straw, their work will be shown for what it is, because the day will bring it to light. It will be revealed with fire, and the fire will test the quality of each person's work. If what has been built survives, the builder will receive a reward. If it is burned up, the builder will suffer loss, but yet will be saved, even though only as one escaping through the flames." In the passage, we see the Apostle Paul describing himself as a wise builder. He tells us about the foundation which has been laid, which is Jesus Christ. He tells us about the materials we have: gold, silver, costly stone, wood, hay, and straw, and the fire that comes to test the quality of what we build with. By wisdom, a house is built. A house is only as strong as its foundation is. Jesus tells us this in Matthew chapter 7, when He tells us about the wise builder who built his house on the rock. If you're going to build your life, build it on Jesus. The passage tells us that Christ has covered the foundation and He has left the construction up to you. Your destiny is designed by God, but its fulfillment is decided by you. He is the architect while you are the builder. And whatever God calls you to build, He will provide a plan for it. In the Old Testament, God provided a plan for Noah's Ark, for Moses' tabernacle, for Solomon's temple, and He provides a plan for your life too. It may not always make sense, like it makes sense for Abraham when He told him he would be a father of many nations, or for Moses to be a deliverer of his people when he was a murderer and running away from Egypt, or David, who was a king but yet still tending the sheep and doing his father's business. God never begins anything at the beginning. He finishes it first, and then He backs up, and then He starts it. Your life is finished before it's ever started. The proof that you are born is a sign that God already finished your life. He had a plan and a purpose before you were even born. By wisdom, a house is built, and through understanding, it is established. I heard it said like this: the two most important days are the day you are born and the day you find out why you were born. Don't just exist, but live. Live for a purpose that is greater than your life, one that doesn't end with your existence. There has been a date set for you to be born and for you to die, and what happens in the middle is your responsibility, your purpose, and your duty in this earth. God has given you a new foundation, a new life, and now you are required to build on Him, on His name. A wise builder looks at the materials he has because he knows that the fire will come to test him. The fire comes to everybody, to the rich, to the poor, to the famous, to the unknown, to the fancy, to the ordinary, to the dreamers, and to the builders. The fire comes to test everybody. The Apostle Paul tells us to look at the materials we have, because a wise builder always knows that gold, silver, and costly stone are more precious, more valuable, and last longer, even in the fire. So when you build with eternal perspective. Build with something that lasts. Build with the gifts, with the talents, with the characteristics and abilities God has given you. Don't bury your treasure and your talents. People don't want to die because they know that in them lies potential that hasn't been released, treasure that the world hasn't seen. They know that they haven't finished what they were born to start. So if you're going to do something, do it now. Do it while you're young. Now is the time. Time is the most precious resource you have. You don't have time to be envious or jealous or compare yourself with others. Now is the time to build, and build wisely. By wisdom a house is built, and by understanding it is established. Through knowledge its rooms are filled with rare and beautiful treasures. Make some space for rare and beautiful treasures. Make some space for love, for laughter, for happiness, for success. Treasure every moment. And if you're gonna build something, make sure you build it now. That dream, build it now. That friendship and relationship, build it now. That career, build it now. That character, build it now. Now is the time to start building. My desire for you is that when the fire comes to test what you've built, that you stand strong on the great foundation, Jesus Christ, who is our chief cornerstone and who holds us all together. And when he comes, I pray that you're not halfway there or 3/4 there, but I pray that you can say like the Apostle Paul, I have fought a good fight, I've finished my course, I've kept the faith. Always remember that in him you can do what he says you can do, you can have what he says you can have, and you can be who he says you can be. Remember that in him you have what it takes and you are enough. If you're going to be a builder, be a wise builder and build it now. May God bless you.